We welcome you to All-Star Weekend on TNT from Staples Center. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Charles Barkley. Chuck, and right off the bat, we want to hook up with LeBron James, who was on the losing end of a 142-118 final score. He and Carmelo Anthony providing a lot of highlights and certainly a lot of anticipation of watching you guys play together for the first time. But, hey, did those other guys feel more like winning than the rookies did?
Well, you know, they was real big. I think we all wanted to win the same amount, you know, but we just couldn't stop them, you know, and then it got into a circus, you know. We wanted to score, they wanted to score, and there wasn't no defense.
Hey, LeBron, you know, earlier, a lot of people thought you deserved to be an all-star. I know, was that situation a little frustrating for you?
Yeah, I think so. You know, well as I played, I think I played well enough to be on the, you know, on the top 12 in the Eastern Conference. But, you know, when it didn't work out, you know, I kind of just thought about it and just said, you know, I'm going to just work hard and hopefully I'll be there next year.
Now that you're here, LeBron, and you're in the atmosphere, you're in L.A., you see the stars, now what's your thoughts now?
Oh, Kenny, you already know about it. You know about All-Star Weekend. You know, when you was in a dunk contest a few years ago. You know, it's crazy. You know, it's mayhem. You know, it's everything I expected, and I'm happy to be part of All-Star Weekend.
But let me ask you this, LeBron. This is where I thought Kenny was going with this. Given the atmosphere,
there you
given
go,
what happened there late in the game, it looked like your springs were there. You're a Sprite guy, the Sprite rising star.
One more time.
You know what? If it were up to me, I'd say even if you want to wait till the very last second and enter that thing, we'll take you. Any chance?
Well, you know, I did feel good today. You know, it felt great, you know, jumping out there. You know, I'm a kind of person that loves dunking in the moment of the game. You know, it seems kind of hard when I got to think about a dunk and, you know, enter a dunk contest.
Hey,
so
LeBron,
that's why I kind of shied away from it.
No, let me say this. You think about all the great players in the NBA. On All-Star Saturday, they also have some of their legends. Larry Bird, Jordan, Dominique. All-Star Saturday is embedded in everyone's mind.
Oh, yeah, of course. You know.
So remember that.
Yeah, Kenny, you know I know that.
Remember that.
Yeah, I know that's true.
So get some good night's sleep. Get a good night's sleep and think on that.
Oh, look at this stuff that we're showing here. Is the door open just a crack, LeBron, or is it totally shut?
You know, I'm going to leave it up. You know, I'm going to put everybody on their heels. You know, I'm going to leave the door a little crack. You know, just for you, Kenny, I'm going to sleep on it.
All right, there it is. All right, I'll take that. I'll take that.
And look ahead now to the second half of the season quickly, LeBron. What are the chances your Cleveland Cavaliers are going to get into that top 8 in the Eastern Conference?
Well, you know, if we play like we did in December and January, I think we got a great shot. You know, we got to come out with energy in the second half of the season and just play as hard as we can. You know, and if not, you know, I think we had a successful season. We're going to come back next year.
LeBron James, nice night, 33 points. We hope to see you tomorrow night in this same arena.
All right, thanks.
Keep it up.
All right, baby.